Hello and welcome to this short video about Jaguar XK8 and fixing radio noise and interference. This is video 22 in my series of XK8 videos, and in this video I'm going to explain how I tracked down some radio interference I started to get on my radio. Okay, so I started getting a radio reception problem just after I changed my cam chains and tensioners, and it became a bit of a worry. So I decided to track down the cause. Just to show you what the noise was, I've got a short recording.
Into sharp relief, and that's because, of course, black and ethnic minority women.
You can hear the clicking or the beating noise. This actually kept time with the engine, and as the revs rose, it also rose. So I started to think, how can I investigate this? First of all, I thought there may be some engine management codes. So I connected a very simple OBD2 code reader in. But unfortunately or fortunately, there was no codes. Next, I thought, it could be the aerial faulty. So I undid the liner out of the boot or the luggage compartment, took a look at the aerial. The aerial earth was very good, no problems there. So I decided to disconnect the aerial itself at the aerial. It seemed to be the easiest thing. I got a screwdriver in this connector and basically parted it. And then took a listen to the radio with the engine running without the aerial connected. So I don't know whether you could hear there. It wasn't quite as pronounced, but it was still present. So it obviously wasn't anything to do with the aerial, so I reconnected it and put the boot all back together. I moved on to potential earthing issues. So from what I've been informed, ground loops or multiple earths could cause an issue, and I have got multiple earths connected between the body of my car and the engine because I was a bit paranoid about the battery. So my earth is very thoroughly grounded, but maybe too much so. So I basically checked each one of these earth straps with a multimeter. They all had continuity, they're all earthing okay, but there was the issue of maybe too many. I also checked the bonnet strap, make sure the bonnet was earthed to the body. That all checked out okay. So no issue with earth. Then I thought, ignition. Let's check the coil packs and spark plugs. Now, if you want to know how to remove the coil packs and spark plugs, that's in a separate video. Should be a banner appearing about now. Okay, so having removed the coil packs, mine actually with a 2-pin type. There are 2 types of coil packs, 2 and 4 pin. I checked the continuity of the coil within the coil pack. Everything seemed okay, continuity was okay. But then I noticed the actual contact behind the spring. If you pull the rubber sheath off, which goes between the coil pack and the spark plug, it reveals the spring and the main contact. Now that contact had a lot of debris or oxidation or water staining, oil staining on it. So that was a bit of worry because that would affect the contacts, I'm thinking. So I cleaned all that up with some Scotch-Brite and moved on to the spark plugs. So I removed the spark plugs. Again, there are 2 types of spark plugs, but the only difference is the electrode gap. Part number to that. I actually made sure the gap was correct. In my case, I've got an XK8, so it's 1 to 1.1 millimeter gap. Check that with a slip gauge. Adjusted it where necessary. Simple tap on the floor or opened up with a screwdriver. Then additionally, I checked the continuity of the one of the electrodes, the main electrode going down the middle. Obviously, that has some resistance in. I wasn't able to check that with my multimeter, or not with my competence anyway. I actually checked the condition of the electrode. They look quite clean. But if you're interested in different electrode conditions, there's a website called www.mg-cars.org.uk, which has a very good explanation of the different electrode conditions depending on different engine problems. There's actually 12 conditions listed there and gives you the idea why it's happened. There is a link at the description of my video if you want to flick over to have a look at that. At the other end of the spark plug, I noticed a similar amount of staining or oxidation or some dirt buildup as I had with the coil pack, and I cleaned them up again with Scotch-Brite and tried the radio again.
In the Maridalsvanna, in what I had interpreted as an Ibsen-esque threat to the city's water supply. A man had been killed trying to stop.
And I think, as you could hear there, I was revving the engine. You cannot even hear the engine, but there's no radio interference whatsoever. The radio reception was now cleared up. So I think the root cause was actually a poor connection between the coil pack and the top of the spark plug. And I'm very happy to be able to sort that out at very little cost. Okay, hopefully that's useful if you have any radio interference on your car radio. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you'd like to see more XK8 videos.